Hello and welcome to the Paint Behind the Pages podcast, episode 4. We have as a guest Eve. Welcome to the show.
Hello, everybody. Hello.
Okay. So to introduce yourself, just tell a little about what you do.
I am Evie Calabasas. I am a singer and a songwriter and a guitarist, actually. I write my own music. I produce it at home and I release it. That's pretty much what I do. So yes,
So basically like me, but without the gaming and streaming part.
yeah, more or less, yeah.
Yeah. I've actually checked out some of your Instagram posts, and you have a really great voice.
Thank you so much.
Yeah.
Appreciate it.
Yeah. So, how'd you get into music? Let's start with the basics.
I started playing guitar when I was like 6 years old, I think, and I've been into music for as long as I can remember. I remember like being 4, 5 years old and wanted to be a pop star. So I guess that's something that's very common among children. But then I started actually playing music when I was 6, and then well I just played guitar for like maybe like 7 to 8 years before I got into singing, because I started singing later. I was like 14, 15. And I was like, you know what? Let me try singing this song when I'm playing. And it was like an absolute mess the first time I did it. Like my mom told me to stop and nobody really liked it. But then, I kept on trying, and this is the outcome basically.
I actually had the same thing said to me when I was learning to play guitar. It's just stop, you're not any good. But I stuck with it actually.
Yeah, I mean, no, you just have to keep going. You don't have to
Yeah,
give up, because otherwise you won't get anywhere.
yeah. That's how I like to live my life. Screw other
Yeah,
people unless they're there to support you.
yeah, that's true. That's true. I mean, my mom probably did it for her own sake, because you don't want to hear somebody, screaming in the kitchen and like 10 in the evening or something, trying
Oh,
to sing
trust me.
songs.
I get that. I get that. Funny story, actually. I was one morning. I thought I was alone. I was recording vocals. If you've listened to any of my songs, you know that
Yeah,
I do heavy vocals and screaming,
I could
and
never. I don't know how you do
and my mom walks in. So what the fuck are you screaming at?
it.
I'm sleeping. What the fuck are you doing? I'm like, oh, I thought I was alone.
But at least, I mean, you had an excuse, because when you have to scream, you have to sing really loud for that kind of music, for that genre. I guess that's kind of an excuse. But me, I was singing One Direction, so I mean, my mom walking in and
Yeah,
being like, "Stop this!
yeah.
You're terrible," and I was like, "All right."
Like I maybe got like one or two lines done, and then I get like jump scared out of my seat.
No, but
But
that's
yeah,
hard. Like, the, the kind of music is so hard to sing, and I don't know how people do it without,
it's
I don't
actually
know, being
the
voiceless
way
like
I do it.
24/7.
The way I do it, which is called fry screaming, is the by far the easiest way to do it. Um, I
Oh, okay.
like I watched like 2 or 3 YouTube videos one day and just did it.
Oh, okay. Well, I mean, if it works, then you
Yeah,
know what?
it was easy,
You.
kind of getting the sound at
Oh,
first
okay.
was like, okay, I need to work on this. Then I got it, and then I get working on it, and it came like a more finessed kind of
Yeah. Yeah.
held back, more supported scream.
All right. Yeah.
Uh, my friend Dave, who was also on the podcast, said something about my first song, which I released, was One Way Ticket, which also has like harsh vocals. And he every time we talk, he says how the O's in that song, like I do like a oh, I do like kind of that kind of thing. It's he said that it sounds like you're having the biggest nut ever.
No, because
So
you know what?
yeah.
I may give it a go just to drive my mum a little crazy.
Yeah. So it's actually like two steps, three maybe. First, it's getting familiar with the vocal fry that everyone has, going really low, like
Okay.
doing that. Then picking a note, like with your falsetto or head voice,
All right.
and then you start pushing air and adding that grit, that fry,
Oh, okay. Yeah.
and
Sounds hard.
then yeah, it's once you've done it once, you can do it again, but it takes like a few attempts before
Oh,
you
yeah.
learn how to do
It's a
it.
lot of practice. Yeah.
Yeah. But yeah, off about me because I tend to talk too much about myself in these. You got started. You started playing and singing in your own room, to the
Yeah.
annoyance of your parents.
Yeah. Absolutely. But
Yeah.
I well, actually, it's a bit of a long story because I had a band where I would just play guitar when I was about 14. But then I realized that, you know what, maybe I should sing. Maybe I like singing, you know. So I kind of made my own band when I was about 15. And well, I guess it kind of worked out for a couple months. But then we were too different. We didn't really get on that well together. So I tried with another band, and it also didn't work out, but it did last for a little longer. So then I was like, yeah, you know what, I should do something on my own. And from that moment on, you know, I became sort of like a solo artist, if you want to put it that way. And I am still a solo artist.
Yeah, it's hard doing everything yourself, but when
It
you
is
have
hard.
just no other people to play with, I get that. We had like a school band kind of thing.
Oh,
It was like an after school activity. There were a few people. There was like a drummer. The
okay,
teacher usually played bass or keyboards. I of
okay,
course
yeah.
played guitar and later got into singing. I think that was like eighth grade. I got into singing,
Yeah.
and
Yeah.
yeah, that's how it went.
And now you're a solo artist as well.
Pretty much, yeah. I do
Yeah.
collabs with other people,
No,
like
it's saying,
yeah,
but like you don't really have like a band, like a real.
yeah. No, not really. Yeah, I do everything myself, like the
Yeah.
production and the recording. Yeah.
I have a friend who's a really great producer and has been helping me out a little bit because now I have a record label.
Okay.
Um, so well, I've been of course I had to step up my game for the record label and actually have somebody that really knew what they were doing involved. So that's why I got my friend involved, and we've been doing we've been recording some music together, which is hopefully going to be out soon with the record label. So, but other than that, I mean, before that, I pretty much did my stuff on my own. Like I have some recording equipment at home, and that's how I do it. I'm not a producer, but
I wouldn't say I'm a producer either. I just kind of go with what sounds good and what doesn't. I usually
yeah, yeah,
ask
I mean,
around
yeah.
friends. I sent um, every song in the EP before I released the album. Four songs, I sent them all to my friend Dave. He gave feedback, and I changed the songs accordingly.
No, that's
Um,
important.
yeah,
Like it's something that I do too. So because it's
uh,
important to know what
yeah,
people think about it before you release it.
yeah. And the good thing about Dave is that he doesn't smoke like blow smoke up your ass. So
Okay.
I'm actually grateful for him for that because a lot of people will do that. Like, okay, I'll listen to your song, and when they're like not feeling it or they don't like it, they'll just say, "Yeah, it's great. You go ahead."
Yeah.
But yeah, Dave is
No,
one
yeah,
of those true friends, those good friends
that's
who
great.
those great friends who
Yeah.
say you did shit, you need to do better.
I mean, it's always good to have somebody like that in your life because you know that whenever you have to ask for advice, be they're always gonna stay true to you and they're always gonna speak the truth.
Yeah, no, that's actually what I appreciate in people.
Yeah. Plus
Honesty,
it's like,
honesty over anything.
yeah, exactly. Yeah. Plus it's better because you want to put out something that people like or something that people are hopefully going to like. So it's there's no point in lying to somebody and being like, "Oh, your song is great," but then it's actually very bad. You don't want to do that because then it won't go as planned.
Yeah. So have you got any training on like guitar? Did you learn by
Yeah.
yourself?
No. I have training. I studied it for more than 10 years. I used to go to like a music school, and then of course I after 10 years I stopped because I'd learned what I wanted to learn basically. Of course, there's always something to learn, and you're never done, but you can keep practicing on your own. And I
Yeah.
also studied singing for 4 or 5 years, maybe. Yeah.
Yeah, I was like before I properly started singing, like looking up like videos. I'm self-taught in everything, guitar and production and singing.
Yeah.
So I've never been to a vocal coach,
Okay.
and I used to do this thing like sixth grade to like eighth grade, around when I started taking singing more seriously.
Okay.
Like I've always been into like heavy music, like kind of
Right.
hard, and I would sing skillet songs, and some of those have like screams in them.
Yeah.
And back when I didn't know how to do it, I kind of fucked up my voice.
Oh yeah, I mean, I guess that's something that happens when you sing the kind of music.
Yeah,
I
like
mean, if you don't know how.
as it turns out, like the way I was doing it was pretty close to how I do it now, except more
Okay,
supported and healthy.
okay,
Like
yeah,
it didn't sound too bad. It didn't sound like too far from what I do now, but it was a lot on my voice. Like I would do like 2 or 3 songs full blast, and
oh yeah,
my voice would be just like, okay, we're done for today.
yeah. I mean, I guess it's very hard. I don't know how. Like, I mean, there's singers who do it like almost every night with a band touring countries, and I really don't know how they do it. I don't know how they keep their voices clean and smooth. I mean,
For me, it's all down to drinking water in between
oh
like
yeah,
songs, and trying to let your voice relax in between everything.
all
Kind of
right, no, yeah,
hitting the reset button, kind of hitting the reset button
okay,
on
yeah.
your voice. Mm. And
Right.
all of it, like stamina and that kind of stuff when you're performing live. I haven't done that much. I've done acoustic gigs here and there.
Okay, yeah.
Usually like 3 songs, so nothing too long.
Okay,
But
yeah.
one night I was with friends at a bar and we sang karaoke for a while. So yeah, that was a fun hour, I think. I can't remember.
A full hour. Okay. No, because
Uh,
like I
yeah,
also play gigs, especially in the summer, because in winter it's kind of hard, especially now with this old situation.
yeah,
Um, but I mean, it's acoustic music, so just me, my guitar, and I sing like very chilled songs or pop music. So it's not too hard to keep up. Let's say.
yeah. That's what I've learned from like I tend to play acoustic gigs, and of course you can't like rip out a solo or
Yeah.
start scream. You can't basically can't do hard metal on an
Oh yeah,
acoustic.
yeah.
So I've been kind of limited when it comes to what you would call showing off, what
Oh,
I'm
okay.
actually like
Yeah.
doing in terms of music. I did like one song that I
Mhm.
wrote myself that was more chill, more like, I wouldn't say pop. It was just more slow and
Okay. Yeah.
relaxed, and people really like that song.
Oh, that's great because especially when you want to, especially when you like playing acoustically. I guess just people love the vibe, something that's slow and chill. Special, of course, depending on the occasion. But especially when I go busking, I notice that people tend to enjoy slow music and chill songs. Um, very mellow, I'd say, sort of ballads. So I guess that's what people want to hear when it's not a full gig.
When it's something like what I did, I was at like a market.
Okay.
I was asked to be on there for entertainment. Me and a few friends. Let's see, how did it go? Two other friends and me did like two songs. Then my other
Mm-hmm.
friend came to stage. We did two songs. I did
Okay.
I did three on my own, and that was the whole thing.
Ah, okay.
And
No,
I think what it came down to was ballads and slow
okay.
songs.
Well, that's nice. I mean, they're
You
always
gotta
nice.
play the classics that everyone knows, like
Yeah, exactly. Perfect by Ed Sheeran.
yeah, Wicked Game. What else?
Yeah.
Shallow by Lady
Oh,
Gaga
yeah.
and
Yeah.
Bradley Cooper.
I mean, they want something that they can sing along to, I guess.
Yeah, it's
But
hard. Some people have said that it's hard to sing along to metal.
yeah, yeah, I think so. I mean, unless you're very passionate about it.
Unless you yourself have like taught yourself to do those kind of vocals.
Yeah.
Uh,
Yeah, I guess that's it. Yeah.
it's something that you cannot sing along to in the car when you're listening to, for
No,
most people.
exactly. Yeah. No, yeah, that's it. I mean, personally, I don't listen to heavy metal, because I don't know. It's not my cup of tea, let's say. But so I wouldn't really know how to sing along to that.
I mean, there's different types of metal. Like that's the main thing. Not everything has to be that harsh kind of
No, yeah, yeah.
screaming stuff. There's some like mainstream bands that do like cleaner vocals that um, I think you'd probably like because they have like more popish kind of feels.
Okay, yeah. Okay.
There's also a Finnish metal band, Nightwish. Does like opera and kind of that kind of
No,
um, those kind of vocals. Those really
okay.
classical, I would say,
Okay,
vocals.
they're more chilled.
The more chilled, yeah.
Okay, no, no, I check them out. I check them out. So you released
Like
an album?
uh, they have many albums. I
No, no,
like.
you, because I didn't know.
Oh, me, I did release an album, yeah. Lost and Found, which was the EP, which
Oh, okay.
later turned into the whole album.
Oh, that's nice. I
It
also
started off as songs that I had like forgotten about. That those songs that you never work on unless you're like in the moment, and then
Oh,
you
okay.
forget them. And then I went back. I was listening to can't remember what song. It was probably Monster. I was listening to that instrumental, that
Okay.
intro music box intro. I was like, oh fuck, that sounds so cool. I want to make this into a. I want to release this. I want to work on this.
It happens to me like all the time. Like when I'm in the car and I'm like, I don't know, I come up with something, some sort of melody, some lyrics, and I like record them on my phone, and then I just slip them there, and then I'm like, you know what, I should finish this because I really like this. And I guess that's pretty much what happened with my EP as well. So
Mm. So tell me about your writing process. How do you write songs?
Well, I used to do it. It kind of changed in the last couple of months. Ever since I started writing for the record label, it kind of changed. Like before that, I usually wrote something with my guitar first. I would come up with the melody with the chords, and then I would sing along to them just to find something that would fit. And that's how I wrote the 4 songs in my first EP that I released in June. It's called
Okay.
Star. And now it changed because I found that I don't know, really want this to work for me. So I started thinking things more through. So I would come up with sort of a chorus first with the melody and the lyrics, and then I grab my guitar and I try to find the right chords that fit the melody and the lyrics, and then I continue working on the whole song. And I work. I mean, be stuck there for literally for hours before I consider the song finished, because I am. I mean, I'm very fastidious about the things I do, so I really want them to be. I really want them to be like, in a sort of way, perfect for what I think they should be. I want them to live
Yeah.
up to my own expectations, which is very annoying sometimes because I erase everything and then I start from scratch again. So it's just a very long process, but I enjoy it.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Um, kind of zoned out on that because there's background noise.
it's okay. It's
my
okay.
brain immediately went to, I'm gonna have to edit that.
No, it's okay. You don't have to worry about that.
Yeah, I do have to. I'm a perfectionist. But yeah,
Um,
like the way I do it is so different because I usually start with the instrumental
oh, okay.
and then I do the lyrics according to what parts I have and how long the parts are.
Oh, okay.
Then I usually come up with, well, melodies, I guess you could call them.
Yeah.
um, it's more of a rhythm that you kind of for screaming vocals you come up with.
Yeah. Yeah. I
Of
mean,
course, you're gonna make the decision like when you're recording. Do I go high? Do I go low?
oh yeah, yeah.
Um,
I guess that's yeah.
and I usually go with the flow. I go with my ear. I don't know a lot of theory, so uh, I'll try a line. I'll sing it in 5 different ways, and whatever sounds best, I'll stick with.
I usually just stick with the initial harmony and melody, because when I write it and I know that's how I like it, that's how it's supposed to sound for me, I just stick to that. But then I spend like literally like hours in the studio with my friend trying to get it right, and then you got the harmonies and then everything that comes with the recording of the song. So it just takes hours just for a single song.
Yeah, I get that. Trying to get that line perfect, I get that. That, like, even if it's like one little piece,
Yeah,
like a one sentence or one word, you want to
yeah,
get that
exactly. Yeah,
perfect. You
yeah,
want to
because
get
you're like,
that like so that you don't have to look back on it later and be like,
no,
I could have
exactly.
done
I
that.
hate that, especially
Yeah,
when I have to.
I could have done that better or something.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, and also because I don't want to. I'm like, I'm making pop music, so I'm like, oh, I don't want it to sound boring, to sound monotonous, or I don't want people to think that, oh, I've already heard that. It's nothing special. So I'm like trying to make it as original as possible, which is obviously impossible. It's just, I mean, it's possible to a certain extent because it's pop music. So, but anyway.
Yeah, there's different ways you could write like a hit song. There's a different like type of formula you could do. Like, uh,
Yeah.
I listen to pretty much anything, but what I get annoyed by in pop music is the same 4 chords and the basic melody.
Yeah, no, yeah, I get it. And that's why I try to make it sound as appealing as possible, as catchy as possible, but at the same time, I don't want it to be like, something that you get tired of hearing with the second stream, like you listen to it for the second time and you're like, no, I don't want to listen to that
Yeah,
again.
that's how you want to make a song. You want to make a song that makes you come back for it.
Yeah, yeah. So like I want to make a song because it's happened to me before. Like I listen to a song for like 3 months and then I'm so fed up with it, and that's what I want to happen with my music. Like I would like to make something that people always go back to, that people listen like over and over until they get really tired of it because they've listened to it too much.
I've done that. I've done that so many times. Funny enough, my favorite band Skillet is never boring for me. I've listened to their songs on repeat, like for hours and hours and hours, and I would never get tired of any song, except one song that my dad ruined for me.
Oh no.
It's a Finnish thing. I speak Finnish,
Yeah.
and I was listening to this song "Hero,"
Yeah.
and the
Okay.
chorus goes like, "I need a hero,"
Oh, okay.
but in Finnish, my dad went like a wisecrack he is, like that sounds like I'll translate it into English. I need a massage.
Okay, no, so now you can't
Now I can't
understand.
get that image out of my head, so I can't listen to the song.
No, it's the worst thing, especially when it's one of your favorite songs. But I guess this
That was one
happens
of
to me.
those songs, yeah. That was one of those songs. Like, I like this song. I like this song. I want to hear this song. But now, whenever it comes up in a playlist, I'm like, skip, skip.
No, I guess it's happened to me as well because my favorite artist is Taylor Swift,
Mhm.
and there's one song that I cannot listen to anymore because one of my friends um just can't stand the song anymore because of a breakup that she went through, and she made it so bad for me that I can't listen to it anymore either. It's like I'm feeling the breakup
Oh
that she
yeah,
went through. I'm
personal,
like,
like
no.
something like a personal memory connected to a song. Yeah, that's
Yeah,
the
yeah.
worst.
She talked to me about it, so I was like, oh, this is so bad. And every time I listen to the song, I think about what she said and the breakup that she went through, and I'm like, you know what? I can't listen to this song. It's just too sad for me. So
I went through a phase. I'm pretty sure everyone goes through a phase of listening at one point in their life, like a metalhead, like a beginner metalhead goes through the
yeah.
phase of listening to Nickelback.
Oh, okay. I know
uh,
Nickelback. I know them.
yeah. So I have a really personal memory of the song. What was it called? I need to check. It's bothering me.
Is
Because
it like a famous?
I have not heard this song in years because of that memory, painful memory that it brings up. Uh, Real quick, I'm gonna Google it.
I know how you remind me. If I know back, I'm not sure it's that one
it,
though, because
yeah, it was like a love song or something.
oh,
Um,
okay.
Let me find it on Spotify real quick. No, it wasn't that one. No, not that one. Uh, Trying not to love you. That was the song.
Oh, okay.
Um, it was like a kind of like a breakup song. I listened to that song after a harsh breakup.
Oh, okay.
Now I can laugh at it because it's Nickelback. I just laugh at it now, but yeah, I was listening to that song. I was like so how would you say sad?
Yeah, I mean, I bet it was, and it's the worst because I have so many songs connected to memories that I don't want to think about anymore. So I just don't listen to the songs.
Yeah, I've definitely had that with a lot of songs. I've deleted them from playlists. I've even stopped listening to like bands or artists that like someone used to listen to.
Okay, yeah.
Like like whenever I hear a artist like in the radio, I was like, oh, she used to listen to this.
Yeah,
uh, That's the worst for me, at least.
No, it's probably the worst, yeah. And I hope it never happens to me, like, anymore, because I really don't want anybody ruining my favorite songs and my favorite
Like,
artists.
you would hope that that kind of thing doesn't happen to your song, right?
No, I mean, yeah, I mean, in a sort of way, yeah. But I don't really have any. I write my songs, um, taking inspiration from friends' experiences or my own experience, but I do it. I rarely do it because I otherwise I get too emotional and then I struggle working on the song. So I just tend to base the songs on other people's experiences. But I don't know. It's never happened to me that somebody ruined one of my songs. Actually,
Yeah. It's
I hope it
interesting you
never
say
happens.
that. Interesting you say that. Like when you're too emotional and you can't like go through a song because it's
Yeah.
too personal. For me, it's the opposite way around. Like I do songs so that I can let that feeling go.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Like whenever I'm like, I think in my album there's certain themes.
Uh huh.
Half of the album is instrumental.
Yeah.
Um,
Okay.
kind of on the fence around that right now. How I feel about making half with lyrics, half with not. But
Okay.
overall, I'm really proud of it. It's good
No, no,
stuff
you should
in
be.
my opinion. In my opinion, and
It takes a
the
lot
song
to write.
Monster actually talks about, or how it references me in a way. It was like I've been bullied at school for basically forever.
Oh, okay. Same actually. So.
And the chorus goes like, it's time to face the monster you created, which is a direct like jab at those people.
It takes a lot of courage to do that. I
Yeah, and
I've also been bullied, but I don't really like I don't really speak about what's bothering me to anybody. So that's why I also struggle to let it out in music. And I've never really tried writing a song about that kind of experience. But I guess it's like sort of a writer's block or something.
yeah.
Because I don't want it to be tied to some very bad memories that I have. So I guess it's kind of selfish in a sort of way, but it's very hard for me to put into words what I feel. I'm
Yeah,
from Italy and I write in English.
yeah.
Um, that's not a struggle for me, but I have I don't know. I guess it's just sort of a mental block or something.
I feel
So
like I have certain like limitations when it comes to writing because I'm not a native English speaker. So obviously I've missed out on like certain sayings, certain idioms that I could use.
yeah.
Like sometimes you come across something, I'm like, I've never heard that before.
Oh, okay. No, no, yeah. I get
And
it.
I'm like, how many of those are in the English language that I don't know that I could be using?
No, I get it because like I'm from Italy and I live in Italy at the moment, but I've been
No.
speaking English ever since I was 3 or maybe 2. But uh, I study languages, foreign languages, so I know what you're talking about because you never
Yeah.
stop learning, and no matter what you do, I guess you think that you're fluent, and then you go speak to a native, and you're like, "What have I been doing this all time? Like I can't carry on a conversation." So it's just it's just shambles, absolutely.
I feel like I can carry a conversation really well, but
No, no, you
sometimes,
do.
yeah, sometimes I get lost, like at some point when something that I haven't heard before comes across, like a saying or something,
Okay, no, yeah.
or a phrase or a reference to something that is like mainly American or something.
Okay, because Finnish must be so hard. I study Russian and
Yeah,
French as foreign languages, and Russian I can tell you is like so hard to learn,
I
especially
studied
if
it
you,
for I studied Russian at school for 2 years, and all I can do is read the letters out loud. So
well,
yeah,
that's a good starting point, to be
yeah.
honest. Because
I can say basic phrases if I like Google a phrase.
but there's no similarities with any other language that I know, so that's why it's so hard to pick up.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it's
I guess.
Finnish is weird. I'll be honest. Um, like there's different like Finnish idioms that are kind of nonsensical.
Okay.
Like burn to a crisp, translated from Finnish to English, is burn to a reindeer.
Oh, okay. I mean, I wouldn't know how to interpret that.
Yeah, burn to a reindeer. You have no idea what that means. Like, I've never questioned it, but I like recently watched a foreigner trying to learn Finnish go through these idioms. I'm like, wait a minute.
What does that mean? Yeah.
I was like, I've never questioned that in my life, but I've accepted what it means.
No, I mean, yeah. I guess it's like in English they have idioms like it's raining cats and dogs. With I mean,
Yeah.
nobody uses them, but like, what does it mean? Why does it rain cats and dogs?
Like one Finnish idiom is also is like getting away with murder. I can't.
Oh yeah.
I'll have to translate it with Google Translate real quick to see what it would be in English. Gets out like a dog from the gate.
Oh, that's different.
Yeah, that's different than get away with murder.
Yeah, a lot. Okay. But that's interesting. Like, I would love to know what the meaning behind this is.
I guess it's like a dog gets stuck at a gate, and I don't
Yeah.
know. Like it makes no sense. The Finnish language makes no sense.
No, I mean, I guess to a certain extent, no language makes sense in the end.
Like that's interesting how we evolved from like caveman noises to like actual
Yeah,
language.
it's so interesting, but like it's so hard to understand and to get. I guess
Like the fact that like I'm wondering if like let's say in the older times like a caveman from let's say Russia
Yeah, yeah.
went to Finland and met another caveman, would they be able to communicate?
I have no idea, to be honest.
That'd be
Oh,
interesting to find out.
I actually have a lesson right now, so I'm gonna have to leave.
Yeah, it's okay. This will be a
Is
shorter
it? Is it?
episode then.
Oh, I'm so sorry, but like I tutor kids, and I have some. I mean, I have some weird lessons to give, like at
Yeah, that's
six.
okay. I've had a few short episodes. I think the first one and the fourth one were shorter ones. I usually
Okay.
go for like an hour, but this is good. We got a lot of
Okay, I'm so sorry,
talking
really.
done.
Thank you for having me. Thank you
Yeah,
for having me.
thank you,
I
thank you
had
for being here. Thank you for
I had a
being here.
great time. Thank you so much.
Thank you. Yeah,
Thank you.
you go teach kids.
Thank you. I mean, I'll try.
Far more important than this.
I mean, yeah. I mean, if you want to put it like that, but
I don't think this
goodbye.
podcast is furthering society.
No, it was very nice. It was
Yeah,
very
thank
nice,
you.
and thank you for allowing me to do this with you. So thank you so much.
All right.
Lovely evening.